Good morning, traders, and welcome to the pre-market trading desk with the team at Expert Trade Ideas. It's Thursday, May 22nd, and today's market opens with serious macro catalysts that could shape near-term momentum and sector flows. Overnight, the U.S. House narrowly passed former President Trump's sweeping tax and spending bill in a 215 to 214 vote. If enacted, this legislation would extend tax cuts, eliminate green energy incentives, tighten welfare eligibility, and significantly boost defense and border security spending, raising the potential for mass deportations. However, the bill also adds $3.8 trillion to the national debt, pushing the debt-to-GDP ratio to 124%. This sharp rise in fiscal risk has raised alarms across the investment landscape. The Senate is expected to begin negotiations in early June, which could introduce further uncertainty. Here's what this means for traders today. Debt-fueled volatility may put pressure on U.S. equities and increase Treasury yields. A weakening dollar could trigger strength in gold and FX pairs like EUR-USD and JPY-USD as capital seeks safety. Defense and border security stocks may benefit from increased government spending. Watch names like Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and General Dynamics. Expect a tug-of-war between growth and value as corporate tax cuts support leveraged tech, while rising debt concerns drive capital toward defensive names like General Mills, Hershey, and Walmart. Now let's break down our top pre-market volume movers and key setups for the day. QBTS, D-Wave Quantum Inc., volume 2.29, gap 4.7%. ATR, 9.6, sector quantum computing. Pre-market notes, pattern, gap up with momentum continuation, price below VWAP at $16.41. Major inflection level, $15.59, ADMA. Setup style break. If it holds above 1560, potential run to 1680. If it fails below 1520, look for a fade to 14 or 50. Tight risk around VWAP BAP at $15.52. NVDA, NVIDIA Corporation, volume 1.5 map, gap or 3.9. Sector, semiconductors. Pre-market notes, pattern, consolidation near highs, price below VWAP at 134.5. Major inflection level, $132.37 May. Setup style, breakout, game plan. If it holds above on 132.50, potential run to 135 does. If it fails below 131.150, look for a fade to 130. Tight risk around pivot at 132.69. Run, Sunrun Inc., volume 1.08 MEM, gap 25.3%, ATR 8 Hector, solar energy. Pre-market notes, pattern, inverted hammer, reversal signal, price significantly below VWAP at 10.84 cents. Major inflection level 10.67, 8 EMA. Setup style, trap reversal. Game plan, if it holds above 680, potential bounce to 850. If it fails below 650, look for a fade to 6. Tight risk around 702, pre-market close. RGTI, Rigetti Computing Inc., volume 669K, gap plus 2.4%, ATR 9.9, sector, quantum computing. Pre-market notes, pattern, gap up with volume, price below VWAP at 11.52, major inflection level 11.2 cents, 8 EMA. Setup style, breakout game plan. If it holds above $11, potential run to 12. If it fails below 10.80, look for a fade to 10.20 gain. Tight risk around pivot at 11.19 cent. Hims and Hers Health Inc., volume 610K, gap bang at 5.2%, ATR 8.8, sector, healthcare technology. Pre-market notes, pattern, gap down on heavy volume, price below VWAP at $60.39, major inflection level $58.46, ADMA. Setup style, bounce game plan. If it holds above 53.50, potential bounce to $57. If it fails below 52, look for a fade to $49. Tight risk around 53.96 pre-market close. With macro uncertainty on the rise and sector rotations accelerating, today is all about institutional liquidity tracking and smart execution. For more real-time updates and expert analysis, follow us on social media and visit us at www.expertrateeye.com. Stay sharp, trade smart. We'll see you at the top.